Your boy Trifecta G checking in, BlaqSheepTV. I got my man Patrick Anthony Williams coming in today. Good fella, good fella. I met him back a couple years ago. He spoke at my high school, which is Northern Senior High. Shout out Northern Senior High. Home of the Vikings, WV. Very, very entertaining gentleman, very intriguing gentleman. He was like no other character I ever met. His appearance may fool you. This segment is called Don't Be Fooled by Appearances. And when my man shows up right now, I'm gonna have this entire segment for you. It's gonna be very interesting. Stay tuned, BlaqSheepTV, BlaqSheepblog.com. Check us out. Think outside the box. Dare to be different. Trifecta once again. Patrick. My man right here is gonna do a special piece. It's titled Nessun Dorma. Excerpt. I'm not gonna explain to you what the piece is on. I'm just gonna let you be amazed. I'm stepping to the side now. Enjoy, folks.
Ma il mio misterio è chiuso in me, il nome mio nessun saprà, no, sulla tua bocca l'odio, quando la luce splenderà.
And my PhD. How you doing, folks? Trifecta G, new gentleman, but an older gentleman, senior gentleman. I'm introducing Patrick Williams to you today. Not too much I could introduce to. My man just graduated. Tell them about yourself, man. Go ahead.
Well, I just finished my PhD at the University of Miami in teaching and learning. My study focused on young black males and their self-perception of intelligence, as well as the teacher's estimate of them. It also delved into the idea of how they think that they are perceived by society and how has that contributed to their schooling, if you will, and their perceptions of schooling and their academic and achievement and upward social mobility. There are black men here in A.K.A. that are just need black boys who are just in need of role models, you know, and people have a tendency to think that role model is someone who, I guess you got to be in a tie and a suit, or you have to, you know, or someone who doesn't look like me, you know, giving the dreads and the gold teeth that I have, and you know, they're looking for that kind of persona, you know, business suit type, but role models are in each one of us. Each of us is a role model. It's what our students, I mean, I made an impression on him. You know, he's not in jail, he finished school, working,
still working,
you know, and going for the degree, and going for the degree. So what I did in that class impacted him in a way, and you know, and it's in with all of us, you know, that we have the capacity to improve or help somebody along the way, you know, by just being. I mean, when you see the things that's happening to people who look like you know, there's a need to just, you know, you have to do something. And I'm like, I let them know, I mean, I made it. In fact, I made it with the stereotype that exists, because people tell you, oh, you got dreads and goals, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't get a job. I mean, I'm making good money. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. You know, I mean, I go around the country. I'm a sought after, you know, with all my talents and what I do. I go around the country and lecture. I mean, I taught classes, graduate classes at University of Miami, which is a Research One institution. I've taught classes at FAU. I'm consultant for Palm Beach County Schools, for Indianapolis School Districts. I've been on talk shows with Alex Pinellas, the former mayor of Miami-Dade County. I'm consultant for different school districts, training teachers, talking, motivational talks. So, I mean, it's there. I did my Fulbright study in Japan. I taught in Korea, University of Sheila, for 3 summers. You know, I mean, I speak 7 languages.
Go ahead and give us an example.
I've done.
We know stuff. Go ahead and give us an example. Give me 3 languages. Just call out 3 languages.
Yo hablo español. Mucha gente cree que soy cubano, pero vaya, también, porque parte de mi ascendencia es cubano.
What was that and what did you just say?
That was Spanish. I said,
Okay.
you know, I'm part I speak Spanish, and part of my ancestors are Cuban. Mkone vale Creole, Munki Wem, Munkwe Maisien, Maisien, Jamaican.
Sapase people, Sapase
As they
viewers.
say, Sapase. And then, me a Jamaicans who never talk Patwa. So if anybody want to talk Patwa, I mean, I'm have to come to you know what I say?
Okay. Got any other language you want to give us? This is your world.
안녕하세요. 나는 시라테 학교 영역 수세 선생님입니다. That means, let me say it, you know, at a slower pace. 안녕하세요. 나는 시라테 학교 영어 교수 선생님입니다. That means I'm a English teacher at Sheila University.
Okay.
You know, that's Korean. I stayed there for a while.
It's living proof. Like I said in the beginning, when this gentleman stepped into my class and opened his mouth with the 62 goals he had in his mouth, every fiber of my being changed. I'm telling you, this is why I got 6 right now. I'm coming up on 8, maybe another 12.
I'm getting
it's
back
going
mine.
to change. It's going to happen, people, and it's not going to stop me. It's not going to deter me from where I'm going.
Exactly.
Dare to be different, people. You just graduated
Yes.
with very high honors.
Oh yes.
Let us know about that.
It's not official yet, but I think I'm the first black male to get a PhD from University of Miami, the Department of Teaching and Learning. As you know, in 2007, that department was ranked #1 in the nation with academics, some firm that looks at statistics amongst universities. And I think this year we're ranked #2 in that area.
Which is very high accolades for
I
any school.
also finished with Academy of Miami Graduate School. So I mean, it just keeps going on and on. I'm always striving, and that energy sort of builds over into my students. You know, whereas they might be lazy in class at the beginning, but because of my motivating them and showing them what I do, and just make learning fun, make school fun, because a lot of males are turned off, black or white or Hispanic.
Just young people
They're
in
just
general.
young people in general are just turned off from school because they're not getting what they want. They should get from school. Reaching these students. How can we even begin to teach them? I mean, throw away the curriculum. We have to reach them first. Bottom line, no questions asked. I've done it. I've had students in a Title I school that I taught at for 3 consecutive years did well on the AP Spanish language exam. The first year, 80% of my Title I students passed the AP test.
What's the statistic between every other teacher?
Oh, people were getting 1-digit success rate, maybe 1 or sometimes none were passing, and I was having 2-digit. In fact, 16 out of 20 students my first year teaching AP Spanish, they did so well.
This is an inner city community?
In inner city, right, inner city in a
Inner
Title
city
I.
students.
You can call it inner city, yeah, because it's right near Miami Central. Another thing that most of those students were 9th graders. They did not register for AP Spanish. They took Spanish 1. I convinced them to let me change the class, to challenge them for higher heights. And we converted the class to AP class. And by my degree, you know, there's a poem that I always recite called "Ain't No Nigga," you know, which is
Bit of that for us now?
oh yeah. I mean, it's not mine, but it's I got it a long time ago, and we sort of changed the words and everything. But it centers on 2 things: the whole idea of how we as a black people put each other down. You know, so the term nigga is seen somewhat as a derogatory term used to put people down. However, in the latest hip-hop culture and generation, the term nigga is used now linguistically as a term of endearment. So, you know, we have to come to some accord in understanding this whole thing. So here it goes. And it would be to the fact where, you know, you would be coming over there and, you know, we sort of stage this and you would say, "Hey, my nigga," and I would stop and look at you, you know, and then I would start and I would say, "Blows my mind when I hear these words come from my own kind. What's up, nigga? Every day that passes, everywhere I go, young brothers act as if